The much-anticipated Galaxy S23 FE, which has been the subject of excitement for the past few months, appears to be on the verge of an official announcement sometime this month, as more and more official leaks have begun to surface online. Just yesterday, we saw the official image of the phone, and now we have the official video as well by the legendary leakster Evan Blass. The video gives us the lowdown on how the black version of the phone looks from all angles. Now coming to the interesting part. We've known for a while that Samsung planned to drop the S23 FE with a slightly older Exynos chip, the same one we saw in the Galaxy S22 series. That is Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 and Exynos 2200. But wait, something funky is going on here. The S23 FE is crushing the S22 in benchmark tests, and that's raising eyebrows. How in the world is this happening? The Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 and Exynos 2200 have been around since the 2022 Galaxy S22 series, so theoretically there shouldn't be much of a performance gap. But guess what? There's an interesting twist to this tale. Even though the S23 FE hasn't officially hit the shelves yet, it's already made quite a few appearances in the Geekbench benchmark test database. And what's got us excited is that the handset seems to be outshining the Galaxy S22 series in the same tests, despite having the same processor. We got a whiff of this initially, and it's still holding up, even when we look at a bunch of scores. In the single-core performance arena, the S22 typically racks up scores between 900 to 1500 points, with just one test result creeping over 1500. Multi-core performance doesn't venture far from the 3,400 to 3,500 point range. Now, when we talk about the S23 FE, it's consistently hitting single-core scores over 1,600 and regularly breezing past 4,100 in multi-core points. That's a pretty sweet upgrade from the S22. And here's the kicker. We're seeing the same story when we compare the American S22 and S23 FE. Both these phones are rocking the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 SoC, but the Fan Edition is flexing some serious muscle. So, what's the secret sauce here? Well, it's not immediately obvious from the Geekbench data. The max clock speeds of the processor cores haven't been cranked up, and all these devices have 8 GB of RAM and run Android 13. My best guess is that Samsung has worked some magic in optimizing the software for the handset, possibly even throwing in some better cooling, letting it deliver more consistent performance over longer periods. Regardless, these benchmark results are making me pretty stoked about the phone's hardware. Sure, it might not match the sheer power of the Galaxy S23, but it's definitely a solid step up from the S22. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video.